Have you ever stopped to think that the way you imagine your future might be shaping right now the results you attract? Bob Proctor, one of the greatest masters of personal development, always said that the human mind is like a projector, and everything you create internally will, sooner or later, manifest externally. Picture this: you see yourself living the life of your dreams, with wealth, health, fulfilling relationships, and slowly, your reality begins to align with those images. This isn't about fantasy or illusion, but about a mental process that Bob Proctor taught for decades, and that has transformed millions of lives through one simple yet powerful practice called visualization. Today, you're going to understand how to use this tool in a practical way to transform your own life. So stay until the very end, because you'll discover not only why visualization works, but also the exact step-by-step process you can start applying immediately. Asterisk, before we dive into the method, it's important to understand why Bob Proctor was considered the top authority on this subject. He used to say that visualization wasn't just a technique, but a universal law that governs everything around us. Bob began his journey when he was working simple jobs, earning very little, with no clear future ahead. That's when he came across the principles of positive thinking and discovered the power of building vivid mental images of the life he wanted. He constantly visualized prosperity, opportunities, and abundance until his reality began to shift in remarkable ways. This practice took him from debt and struggle to international success, writing books, speaking on stages, and mentoring millions, even appearing in the famous documentary, The Secret. What made his message so powerful was how clearly he explained it. The mind doesn't know the difference between something imagined and something experienced. When you create a detailed mental picture, your subconscious accepts it as reality and begins working tirelessly to find the paths and open the doors that lead you there. That's why Bob spoke with such conviction, affirming that visualization is one of the fastest and most effective tools for creating real change in anyone's life. Asterisk. Bob Proctor often said that the secret of visualization lies in the fact that the human brain doesn't distinguish between a real experience and one that is vividly imagined. When you close your eyes and create a clear picture of the future you desire, your mind reacts as if it's already happening. Science backs this up. Studies show that athletes who only imagined high-performance training achieved results similar to those who physically trained. This happens because when you visualize, you activate the same areas of the brain responsible for action, strengthening neural connections and preparing your body and mind to behave in alignment with that image. Bob emphasized that repeating this process over and over imprints the new reality on your subconscious, which then works like a magnet, pulling in ideas, people, and circumstances that match the vision you've created. For him, visualization wasn't about daydreaming, but about mentally rehearsing the life you want to live. By practicing this mental rehearsal daily, you condition your mind to believe that future is inevitable. And when your mind believes, it uncovers paths that were once invisible. That's the true power of visualization, aligning thoughts, feelings, and actions to turn the unseen into the tangible. Asterisk. Now that you understand why visualization is so powerful, let's break down the practical step-by-step process Bob Proctor taught so anyone could apply it. The first step is clarity. You must define exactly what you want. No vague ideas or loose wishes. It has to be a specific, real goal. Whether it's landing your dream job, paying off debt, attracting prosperity, or improving a relationship. Once you've defined it, the second step is building the mental picture. Bob explained that you should close your eyes and construct a vivid scene, like a movie in which you're the main character. See the colors, feel the emotions, imagine every small detail. The third step is daily repetition. He always recommended setting aside a few minutes every morning and night to live inside that mental scene as if it were already your reality. The fourth step is emotion. Visualization without feeling doesn't work. You must connect deeply to the sense of already having what you desire. Emotion is the energy that breathes life into the picture. And finally, Bob reminded people that visualization doesn't replace action, it inspires it. When practiced consistently, it naturally guides you to take the right steps and notice the right opportunities, almost as if something invisible were leading you. That's the complete process: clarity, mental imagery, repetition, emotion, and inspired action. Bob Proctor always reinforced his teachings with real stories of transformation, because he knew nothing is more convincing than concrete examples. One of the most striking stories he shared was about people who turned desperate financial situations around simply by practicing visualization daily. He told the story of a student who was deep in debt, with no clear way out, but began to picture himself living in abundance. He saw himself signing checks without worry, walking into his own home, and feeling the peace of being Not long after, unexpected opportunities appeared, new contacts came into his life, and his finances completely shifted. Another example was of a woman who dreamed of changing her career but was afraid to take the leap. Bob guided her to see herself already working in her dream field, imagining every detail: the workplace, the atmosphere, even the satisfaction on her face. Within months, she landed the job that once seemed impossible. According to Bob, these weren't coincidences, but living proof that when you align your mind and emotions, the universe responds. He used to say, "It's not magic. It's life's law, working with precision." These examples serve as a reminder that visualization is accessible to anyone, and when practiced with discipline, it opens doors that once looked permanently closed. Now it's time to turn knowledge into action. Bob Proctor always said that information without application doesn't create results. And that's why I want to give you a challenge right now. Choose one single goal, something specific that you truly want to manifest. It could be landing a new job, attracting more prosperity, improving your health, or strengthening a relationship. After this video, close your eyes and create a mental scene where this goal is already achieved. Imagine the details vividly: the place you're in, the people around you, the colors, the sounds, even the smells and textures. Bring that picture to life with real emotion, as if you're living it right now. The key is to repeat this process every day, morning and night, for at least 7 days in a row. During that time, notice how your thoughts begin to shift, how new ideas show up, and how you feel more confident to take action. Bob taught that visualization doesn't work if you do it just once. It must become a consistent practice until your mind accepts that new reality as inevitable. So take this challenge. Practice visualization daily and watch how doors start to open. Your transformation begins today. The very moment you decide to create the picture of the future you want to live. And to wrap this up, always remember Bob Proctor's most powerful statement: if you can see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hand. This isn't just a nice metaphor, it's a truth that can completely redefine your life. What you visualize with clarity and emotion begins to take shape first in your subconscious, and then in the physical world. The universe responds to the image you consistently hold inside. That's why you shouldn't treat visualization as something random or temporary, but as a daily discipline, a habit that turns thoughts into real results. If this video inspired you to practice, make sure to subscribe to Proof of Attraction, hit the like button, and share it with someone who needs to awaken the power of their mind. Every interaction helps this message reach more people who are ready to change their lives. And don't forget, in the next video, we'll reveal how Bob Proctor combined visualization with powerful affirmations to accelerate results even faster. So turn on the notification bell so you don't miss it. Your new reality begins in your mind, and the next step to manifesting it is already in your hands. The decision is yours. Choose to visualize, choose to live, and choose to transform, starting now.